did not have to play, so this is the first time they're playing here. Second game matchup will be West Washington and Madison Shaw. West Washington also drew the bye. So starting for the Crothersville Lady Tigers is number 1, Addie Cole, along with number 2, Michaela Helt, number 22, Gracie Wilson, the 5'6" junior, along with Mackenzie Isley, the 5'8" senior, and then starting in the center position is the 5'10" senior, Rebecca Cook. So those are their 5 starters. They do go 6 or 7 deep usually, so we will see some people come in off the bench for them. They will be the home team, or sorry, the Trinity Lady Cougars will be the home team, so Crothersville is the visiting team tonight. They are in red. So they've announced all of the players, the non-starters and the starters tonight, because this is Crothersville's first time here at Sectional. So it is a kind of a tribute to them to get their names announced, the starters and the non-starters. For the Lady Cougars, we're going to see number 5, Emma Goker, number 15, Hannah Sabatin, the 6' senior, along with the freshman, the 5'9", number 21, Bailey Tabling, number 23, Kaylin Cockerham, and number 33, Sydney James. Sometimes they will start number 35, Emma Shepman also. She is the first one off the bench, so they switch between her and Kaylin Cockerham. So 35 and 23, always kind of a heads up of who's going to be out there. Looks like 23, Kaylin Cockerham gets the start tonight. I'm joined tonight by Mr. Matthew Deaton.
A little bit late to the game, but we're here and happy to be here. And wasn't here on, I guess it was Tuesday night with the Classic, another Classic here, and I watched it on live stream, and it was a great environment. So, one of these games here, Trinity come in number 1 ranked team in 1A. Crothersville has just got to give them all they got, but ball player by ball player, I think this is Trinity's game.
Right. So Trinity starts off with the ball. They do control the opening tip. Sydney James is able to control that. Bailey Tabling is the big threat out wide. That was Sabatin, goes up and misses.
And again, that's what I'm sure that's going to be Trinity's plan, is try to overwhelm Crothersville with their size inside. And we know how good Sabatin can be.
Yeah, she is a heck of an athlete, a big-time recruit for volleyball, so she can jump with the best of them. Crothersville swinging it around the perimeter. Goes to 22, Grace Wilson, who passes out to number 3, Michaela Helt. I had the wrong number on her for the starting lineup. I had her as 2. She's really number 3.
Block there by Trinity. And the James girl bringing it up for Trinity, but a turnover there. Good
Trinity's going to turn the ball.
The Tigers.
They're going to turn the ball right back over. Still a 0-0 game here.
Got a Trinity girl. That's number 5.
Number 5. That's Emma Goker.
Goker got hit in the chin.
She took a shot.
Yeah.
I believe it was 22, Grace Wilson, who kind of ran into her.
No foul called. They just they stopped the game because she was injured, and Crothersville was not in the process of attacking the basket.
Yeah.
So a good job by the referees there.
As we see, Grace Wilson is going to do a majority of the ball handling there. That's a deep 3 miss for Crothersville.
Tabling on the move, and that's a good shot.
She breaks the scoreless tie there at 2. There's another 3, going to be long.
Really a good look there by number 1 Cole, just didn't go.
Jane's handling the ball out wide into Sabatin. 1 dribble up and good for her.
And again, that's where Trinity's going to want to use it. You heard their coach swing it, and once they swung it 2 passes, they made the defense shift, and they couldn't stay on the top side.
The Tigers just don't have the size inside, so that's going to be a mismatch tonight.
Good defense there by Sabatin.
Wilson down the lane.
And they force him into a tough shot, and James is going to bring it up. For a taller player, she moves the ball dribbles the ball very well.
Tabling for a deep 2.
Her 4th point of the night.
Yeah, gives her 4 early here. Just 3 minutes into the game. Comes in averaging about 20 a game. Sabatin going to get hit for the foul here on the moving, not necessarily a moving screen, but got her with the body there.
Yeah,
just a weird situation.
It was. Maybe they started off a little tight there on that call, but we know how pivotal Sabatin being in foul trouble can be. So
right. So Rebecca Cook comes out of the game. In comes number 10, Kennedy Lakins. It's another 2-point miss for Crothersville.
That was Isley on the shot, just short. Nice swing it over. I'm still trying to get my bearings here, so I can't quite get a good commentary yet. That's
nice runner down the lane, but unable to knock it down is Michaela Helt.
Yeah, that was Cockerham on that last possession. That's who I couldn't get. She had a good look, and it went halfway in and come back out. So,
like we said, the Lady Cougars are going to go 6-7 deep here, along with the Lady Tigers. Early here, 6-0.
That's Isley again, and she's long on that. Had a little too much adrenaline going still. Cockerham over to Tabling.
Tabling's going to carry it. Give them 3 turnovers here early.
All right, now I think we're
ready to go.
Ready to go, as long as they don't substitute too many.
So Grace Wilson, like we said, does a majority of the ball handling and is their big-time scorer here. So she's going to travel. So
yeah, when she caught it, she moved both feet simultaneously, and it just can't do that.
Crothersville going to even up the turnover margin here at 3, but the Lady Cougars do own the rebound war so far, 6-2.
And now Crothersville drops back into a kind of a
1-3-1 kind of.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Kind of a 1-3-1, and we'll see how Trinity responds, and they're going to call a foul.
So Tabling going to go to the line. First free throw attempts of the game. Bailey Tabling comes in averaging 21 points and is a 74% free throw shooter.
The foul went on Lakins, her team's first.
Knocks that one down. Makes it 8-0.
And if you was kind of a betting person, that's you wouldn't be too surprised from the start necessarily. Ball goes over to Wilson. She's going to look over her right hand.
Pulls up. That one long.
And
those are
Trinity's
good
probably
looks.
okay. Yeah, Trinity's okay with that look, but I think Crothersville's happy with that look too. They just got to make shots. And we know if you're going to beat this team, you're going to have to shoot it well.
Yeah, because they're gonna pack it deep. So Tabling for 3 gives her 9 in the game.
And for a freshman, she can really fill it up.
Oh, yeah. Runs in the family. I believe it's her sister owns the scoring record there. When it's all said and done, tabling may have that record also. Grace Wilson down the lane for 2. She breaks that scoreless drought for the Lady Tigers.
Tabling's going to create that contact, but that's the right. That's the right
call there. I mean, Michaela Helt, her first, team second.
And again, for a freshman to be that aggressive, that's again, you don't like to see kind of forced contact like that. But truly, if you're getting pressure, you need to go into that.
Right. We're going to step aside, take a 30-minute break from the IHSA, or 30-second break from the IHSA, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Back to action here at West Washington. The Trinity Lady Cougars are ahead 11-2. About 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. James gets that ball taken away.
Good defense there by Wilson. She took that rough foul going into the timeout, and she wanted to give a little payback there. Shot there by Cole, just way off the mark.
We're going to have all kinds of girls on the ground.
Possession arrow goes over to Trinity, and coming into the ball game is number 12,
Isabel Lewis.
Crothersville staying in the zone. It's just a kind of unorthodox. It looks like a 1-3-1, and what happens in the zone is it's hard to box out. Typically, it's hard to box out because you're not guarding a person necessarily, you're guarding an area. And so there's additional movement that you got to take when you're in a zone.
Tabling misses that 3, but Jane's able to clean up on the boards there, gets the rebound and the putback.
Into Wilson, and now Trinity goes to their trap. Dribbled out of it well is there by Holt. And just off the mark there by Lewis.
The Lady Tigers are just struggling to knock in shots here. So far, they're 1 of 7 from 2-point range, 0 of 3 from 3-point range, so overall 1 of 10.
Turnover there for Trinity Lutheran by Emma Shimp. She's in the ball game. That's Shipman.
Michaela Helt takes over the ball handling.
I apologize. I think I referenced her as Holt earlier. It's Helt. Great offense.
Good attempt inside.
It just cannot get the shots to fall. Good pass by James.
Tabling for another 2. 11 of the team's 15.
And Crothersville's kind of in that 2-3 trap. Helt trying to dribble through it, and
we're going to get a blocking foul there. Emma Shipman.
Yeah, kind of got a little bail out there, I think.
Yeah. In comes Caitlin Shipman, the 5'10 sophomore. Goes over the top to Addie Cole. There's a 3-point make by Isabel Lewis.
Good shot by Lewis there.
Maybe that opens up that rim a little bit and allows the Cougars to score, or not the Cougars, the Tigers to score some points here.
Nice skip pass, and it's Cockerham just short. And it's going to go to alternating possession.
Once again, have girls on the floor diving for the ball, so it's going to go to the Lady Tigers. Just had the announcement from Mr. Claude Combs. No flash photography.
Good strong move there by number 2 Wilson. It just didn't go. And Crothersville battling, you know. You can tell they've not looked up at the scoreboard. And that's what you got to do.
Is down inside to Tabling. Tabling misses that one. And Crothersville able to secure that rebound. So it's going to be 15-5 after the first quarter of play. We're going to step aside, have a commercial break from the Washington County Community Foundation. We'll be back in just a moment.
After 2 years of study and research, the Washington County Community Foundation launched its first proactive initiative, Youth First, in 2007. Their goal was to create a positive environment within the county where youth are valued, their needs come first, and investments are made in their well-being. In 2011, Youth First merged with the YMCA to best serve youth through their common commitments to youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. This merger allowed for further utilization of Youth First missions and the possibility to grow development assets in our community more initially.
Back to action here at West Washington, where the Lady Cougars of Trinity are ahead 15-5 over the Tigers of Crothersville. Second round sectional 62 action here.
Big thing that stuck out with me there in the first quarter is that Crothersville just couldn't hit shots.
Yeah.
So in order for them to kind of get back into the game, they're going to have to make shots. Although it's just a tall order with this Trinity Lutheran team. They're a good ball team.
First quarter, Crothersville only shot 14%. Sabatin in, no good on that one, but gets her own rebound.
And you could see, I don't know if you could see it there at home. I think you could, how strong she was posting up. Very, very good, just a very good athlete, good ball player.
Sabatin, first one rims out. She is just a 58% free throw shooter coming into this game. So,
yeah, if one thing she don't do real great is shoot the free throw. Although we've seen her hit 7 or 8 in a row too.
Yeah.
So
there she knocks that one down, makes it 16-5.
Helt brings it up, swings it over, and if Trinity stays in that trap, they're in a tough spot.
Yeah.
But they kind of just playing straight up zone.
Crothersville's trying to overload that side on that zone, and it just isn't working there.
Well, it's, again, easier said than done, but they need to think about 2 to 3 fast, hard passes. It's the only way you're going to beat the zone.
Yeah, you can't bounce it and hope to beat it off the dribble. You've got to pass it around to beat it.
Right. And so, and if it's just one pass and wait, that gives all the time for that zone to move. Not a bad shot by Isley. It didn't go.
Didn't. Turnover for the Cougars.
And again, in transition, I think Crothersville can do some good, although it was just a good block by James.
I know we've talked multiple times about flow of a game, but it doesn't seem like this one we're getting in a flow at all. James knocks down a 2 there.
It's kind of herky-jerky, I agree.
Gives her 4.
Cole was really posted up pretty good there on Sabatin.
Yeah. Going to stay with the Lady Tigers. Kennedy Lakins comes in. Still trying to overload this near side of this zone.
Lakin's going to put it up. Good shot. Just
Gets
short.
her own
Gets
rebound.
Her own rebound.
That gives the Lady Tigers 7 rebounds. They're still getting out-rebounded 12-5, though. Or 12-7, sorry. That's going to go as a miss.
And no takers on who can get up there on the rim and get it out.
The official does a nice job of knocking that one in, but it doesn't count as a 2 for
That's right.
the Lady Tigers.
They're going to have to earn it, and but they do need all the points they can get.
Goes over the top to Likens.
Nice penetration, good shot, didn't go.
Likens does a nice job getting down the lane, getting her own rebound, but then is unable to control it. Janes kind of knocks it away from her.
Cole up and missed that layup, and that's going to be a foul on one of the Tigers.
There's about 3 of them there that you could pick from. Addie Cole's going to pick up that one, her first. Only the team's team's fourth. I'm missing one from somebody.
I've got Cole, Helt, Cook, and Lakins.
I'm missing the one on Cook. There we go.
Tabling bringing it over to Cockerham. Crothersville staying in that, it's like a 1-2-2, 1-3-1.
1-3-1. That's another 3 by Tabling.
Whatever defense they're running, they need to find Tabling.
Her. Find Tabling.
Yeah.
Comes in averaging 21, already 14 here. 5 minutes still to go in the first half.
You know, when certain players just have the ability, good runner there by Helt, to just score points, you don't even realize it. I mean, I've noticed they're scoring points, but
She just
14
super
already.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Into Janes. Janes lowers that shoulder, going to get an offensive foul.
Yeah. She kind of extended the elbow a little bit. Not a bad call.
Still just her first foul of the night.
Helt hit that runner last time down and see if she'll give her a little confidence. That's a tough,
Cole
tough
tries
spot
to put
be
it up,
in.
but Tabling again. That one long, but comes out with the rebound is Cockerham.
And you can see the difference on how Trinity moves the ball against the zone and how Crothersville moves the ball against the zone. It makes all the difference in the world.
You don't see Trinity bouncing the ball. They're not dribbling it. They
call went on Cole.
That's her second. Tabling knocks that one down. She's an 82% free throw shooter. She's not one you want to foul.
Yeah. And really just good all-around ball player. You can see she handles the ball well, shoots it fundamentally a good shooter, and has that competitive spirit. You know, we've seen it early on when there was some pressure. She didn't allow them to dictate the pressure. She was going to take pressure to them. And again, as a freshman, you just don't really teach that stuff.
That's a free throw miss by Tabling. You don't see that very often from the 5'9" freshman. Goes over the top to Janes. Janes swings it and then cuts. Tabling in the corner for 3. Bang!
That's her third three-pointer of the night. And you know what? I don't mind seeing this from a selfish standpoint. Let her get 45 tonight and struggle tomorrow night.
That'll work. That'll work.
It's a little selfish here on the West Washington live stream, but I had to say it. Nice pass.
Inside Likens with a nice bucket there. This is where Janes is really effective because she's 6 foot and can play out on the perimeter, handle the ball out there. She can see over the top of the zone.
Right, yeah, the zone does not distract her one bit.
Tabling down the lane, up and good for 2. 20 of the 27 have been scored by Bailey Tabling so far, the freshman phenom.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start writing smaller numbers as I keep track of these numbers, or I'm going to have to go to a different sheet of paper.
There's a 3 by 22, Grace Wilson. Gives her 5.
And now the game's starting to open up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know how good that is for Crothersville, but it is going to allow them to score some points.
Well, early it didn't work out for them to try to sit in their zone and play that. So maybe opening it up will help them a little bit.
One thing Crothersville can't afford is any kind of foul trouble.
Yeah.
But helped, kind of the leader, in my opinion, going to have to go to the bench and take a break.
Isley comes in to spell her. Trinity running their version of the three-man weave out on top.
Dockerham gets a little space, but number 35, Emma Shipman, couldn't handle it.
That bounce pass from 2 feet usually isn't the best move there.
It's a tough one. Yeah, they usually hit you in the shoelaces, or like that one does, it comes shooting up towards your chin.
27-12 here.
Trinity playing that zone, I don't know if we're fortunate enough to play these guys tomorrow night. I don't know if that's going to be their take.
Going to be a travel by Mackenzie Isley.
I look for them. They're playing zone tonight to maybe save some legs, because I do look for them to be chasing Ryan and Sarah off the line versus sitting back in a zone.
Yeah, that's a preview of tomorrow's game, hopefully, that we get to see, which is the West Washington Lady Senators. They have the matchup tonight against Madison Shaw in the second game.
It'll be on Lakins, and it's her second, so now Crothersville's looking at 3 players with 2 fouls.
Yeah.
And puts Trinity in the bonus.
Jane's couple dribbles, knocks that one in. Gives her 5. That'd be a pretty good half for most players, but then you've got Bailey Tabling already sitting at 20, so.
Yeah, that's a good half.
Misses that one, but Sabatin there to clean up that rebound, and then going to get tied up. So going to go alternating possession. Going to stay with the Lady Tigers.
I like how hard Sabatin plays, and when there's that physicality down there on the floor, she doesn't respond to any of that. She just, she responds to the whistle. When the whistle blows, she lets things go.
She's a very hard player, but as soon as that whistle blows, it's a stop. So
yep.
That's what you like as coaches, always play to the whistle. Nice drive. That one no good. Gets her own rebound. That one no good.
Wilson playing hard, just couldn't get anything to go. And you better run her off the line.
Yeah.
She's going to hit another one.
And we left her. That one up and good for Bailey Tabling.
Her 4th three-pointer of the night.
Well, she's already eclipsed her season average, and we're only half in. Grace Wilson comes back and matches it.
She says, hey, you're not the only one I can shoot. But how Crothersville is leaving those wing spots open so much.
Yeah.
They are literally playing a 1-1-3. And our boys will do that. If you watch West Washington boys, they play that. But typically, the guy in the back one is like a Holden Bowsman that is just a crazy animal that can move. And I'm not sure Crothersville has the equivalent of that.
Yeah.
And so what it leaves is a lot of space on that wing area that I'm telling you, Tabling is going to be there. There it is.
There it is again. That one deep.
But they're leaving Trinity with a lot of open shots.
Addie Cole is playing the base on that 1-1-3, down there. And she's down there. They're trying to protect her. She's got 2 fouls. She's the only real true big that the Lady Tigers have. So, hard to bring her out when Trinity has 3 bigs on the floor right now.
Good entry pass, good angle, good finish by Cole.
Cole up and gets her first 2. Makes it a 31-17 game here. 20 seconds to go.
And again, Jane's doing a lion's share of the ball handling is such a benefit for a team. And look at her, she can handle the ball as a 6-footer.
That's an attempt there at a 3-pointer. Going to be a miss. Going to bring us into halftime, 31-17. the Lady Cougars of Trinity do lead. We're going to step aside, let us catch our breath, figure up some stats, and we'll be back with you in just a few moments. Whether you are an individual with personal and family goals or the person charged with the financial goals of your organization, Sullivan Financial Consulting is here to provide you with an array of financial and investment planning services essential to your success. We will work with you hand in hand and, if need be, your other professional advisors to select the service that best suits your needs. Then apply our investment insight and expertise to tailor the required service to your unique situation and with your specific goals in mind. Contact Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670 or stop in at the Mitchell location at 700 South 9th Street.
In 2012, the Washington County Community Foundation began working on its next big initiative, Education Matters. The goal of Education Matters is to increase the educational attainment of adults residing in our county. The initial focus has centered on adults with some college and no degree. With the assistance of scholarships and a peer mentoring program, the foundation began helping adults return to college to complete their degree or obtain a certification in 2013. Realizing that strength lies in numbers, Washington County partnered with Clark, Floyd, Harrison, and Scott counties to create Education Matters Southern Indiana. This initiative continues to build.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Indiana did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Back to action here at West Washington in T. Kermit Tower Gymnasium on the Ron Smith Court, where the Lady Cougars do lead the Lady Tigers of Crothersville 31-17. Matthew, you want to run down some stats?
Well, yes, I will. A couple that point out just to get started is Crothersville didn't shoot any free throws. It's an indication of how dominant Crothersville or Trinity Lutheran was really in that first half. But we'll start with some scoring on the Crothersville side. Abby Cole with 2. Grace Wilson with 2 3-pointers for 6 and a 2. That makes 8 for her. 2 for Michaela Helt. 2 points for Kenna Lakins, and then a 3-pointer there for Isabella Lewis as well. It gets us to 15 points for 17 points there for Crothersville in the first half. Foul trouble for Crothersville, not really as we start the second half, but they do have 3 players with 2. Cole, Helt, and Lakins all have 2 fouls coming into the second half. Now for Trinity Lutheran, again, 31 points in that first half, led by Bailey Tabling, the freshman. She has 23 points with 4 3-pointers there in the first half. You get 3 points from Sabatin with a field goal and a free throw. She's 1 for 2 from the line. And then you get 5 points from Sydney James, 2 field goals, and 1 for 2 from the free throw line as well. Bailey Tabling is 3 for 4 from the line, so 5 for 8 from the line for Trinity Lutheran. And so shooting the ball fairly well, and just 3 fouls there in that first half. Sabatin James and Emma Shipman, number 35, each with 1, but really no foul trouble to look forward to in the second half.
Team shooting for both teams. Trinity came out and shot 7 of 12 from 2-point range for 58%. From three-point range, they were 4 of 8. I believe all 4 of those were Bailey Tabling, knocking those down for 50%. So overall, they are 11 of 20 for 55%. Like you said, they were 5 of 8 from the free throw line for 62.5%. On the other side, the Lady Tigers didn't shoot a single free throw, and they were 4 of 21 from the floor in the 2-point range for 19%. What is keeping them in this game a little bit, 3 of 8 from 3-point range for 37%. So overall, they were 7 of 29 for 24%. Rebounding edge goes to the Lady Cougars of Trinity, 17-10. Turnovers also in the Lady Cougars' favor, which is not what you want. They led the first half 8-6 in the turnover margin there. Lady Cougars did have the lead all the way up to 19, but then it has been cut back to 14, so it's kind of hovered there in the 14 to 19 range for most of this first half. First quarter score after the first quarter, it was 15-5. Second quarter, like we said, 31-17. So Trinity has won both of the quarters. Got 15 in the first, 16 in the second, where the Lady Tigers got 5 in the first and only 12 in the second. So,
yeah, I think it's a half that you would expect again if you're coming into this ball game. The only thing is I hope Crothersville does or can do is, I agree that they're in the zone. It's just the type of zone they're playing. They might try to take tabling off of that really looks like her favorite spot on either wing and make her go somewhere else.
I'm not so sure that the whole floor isn't her favorite spot so far.
You're right. She has really not a weakness that I've seen from the couple times I've seen her play this year. But, that's the only thing that Crothersville can hope to do. I don't think Crothersville goes to a man. I think that is not the right thing.
That's not in the right thing either.
And but maybe just tweak that zone a little bit. I don't think they can pressure Trinity either, so they're just going to have to sit back, hope Trinity misses some shots, and just play to the whistle, as they say.
Yeah, it's one of those where the Lady Cougars outsize the Lady Tigers. It's a matter of finding what the good matchup is and how to do it. I agree with you. I don't think a man-to-man is the way to go. They're gonna find the mismatch there for the Lady Cougars and pound the paint with it. So I don't know what the right thing to do here is, and I'm sure the Crothersville coach is working on it himself in the locker room, figuring out, hey, how are we going to close up this gap?
Yeah, and it's going to be a tough order here with just 16 minutes to do it.
Yeah.
So I do know, I heard a speech one time when I was in high school where one player had outscored our entire team, and Coach Paul Stroud at the time came in and said, "Great half, guys. We're only down 1 point," and the kid had scored 31 points in the first half, and our team had 30. We was down like 18 or 19 points. The pep talk changed drastically, really quickly, and so we had to figure out a way to cool that kid off. And so anyway, it was a tough task. We'll see what Crothersville can do.
Well, we're going to step aside, take a couple more commercial breaks. We'll be back in a few minutes for the second half of play.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
In 2015, we launched the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. This is phase 2 of the Happily Ever After project. With the assistance of several local donors and sponsors, along with 5 years of fundraising by the Washington County Youth Foundation, we finally had enough resources to launch the service. The Dolly Parton Imagination Library is a free service that mails age-appropriate books to all required Washington County children under the age of 5. Although the faces of the leadership of the Washington County Community Foundation have changed over time, As is always the case with any healthy, thriving organization, the core values and mission remain the same. We continue to work diligently to assist our donors in creating a legacy that is meaningful to them. All of our success is directly related to the generosity of the sons and daughters of Washington County. We will continue to help our donors give back to our community through our foundation and improve the quality of life in our county.
Back to action here on Ron Smith Court, where the Lady Cougars of Trinity do lead 31-17. Those of you joining in on West Washington live stream, we appreciate that. Also, thank you those of you who are watching on the IHSAA TV network. This was a game that was picked up by them earlier today, so big thanks to them for doing that. They've got the second game tonight along with the championship tonight, so it's going to be a turnover.
Helt comes out, plays really aggressive defense and gets a turnover there. We'll see what they can do something offensively here. As you said, they didn't shoot it all that great in the first half. Helt hits the floor. Kind of slow to get up. Crothersville continues to move it. Holt with a foul, but a miss there on the free throw.
All right, appreciate it.
Foul went on number 15, Sabatin, and
that gives her 2 on the game, first of the half.
Helt unable to take advantage of that foul, misses both free throws. Score remains 31-17.
Tabling going to take the ball out and give it up to Janes, who looks like Crothersville's switched over to just face guarding Tabling.
Yeah, and that we'll see. It's Sabatin with a good offensive rebound, and yeah, it looks like a box and one.
Yeah,
that they're going to try to play on Tabling the rest of the way. I was going to say the PA guy had me really confused if that was her first.
Sabatin knocks that free throw down. That one long.
You know, we talked about Trinity might play some non-starters here in the second half, but then as the conversation progressed, we realized that hey, they might want to try to stay in a groove and keep their starters in. They come out in their starters, and Tabling puts 2 more on the
Tabling is staying in the groove. There's another turnover for the Lady Tigers.
She's going to go to the left side and put it in again. Very strong. You see the contact that she was able to take and continue to get that ball up here on the glass. 4 quick points for Tabling. That was Cook on a good shot from the free throw line, and now Tabling's running again, and it did. Got away from her.
Got away from her, so going to get a carry there. Going to be the second turnover of the half for the Lady Cougars. Coach Lang definitely agrees with that call.
Helt with some room in the middle.
Had room there.
Passes it off to, I think that was Isley with the miss, and now Cole with a miss. So their shooting percentage isn't necessarily going up yet.
Nope, still at 0 for the half. They have taken 5 attempts, not able to put one in yet.
Foul goes on Isley. Crothersville is going to try some pressure, but we've tried pressuring this team in the past, and they do have some good ball handlers.
Yeah.
And they are hard to pressure. James gets it
up and
inside.
good for 2.
She knows what to do with it when she gets it there for sure.
She gets it that deep, she's hard to stop.
Yeah. Grace Wilson with a good drive, tabling with just a great athletic play with the block and the save.
James to Sabatin.
Cole thought she had it all ball. Sabatin, I'm not sure if she's got a smirk that she might have got away with one or what.
Yeah. Addie Cole picks up her 4th. Sabatin lets that one go. That one falls through for her. Number 5, Zoe Spangler comes in, the sophomore.
Looks like the first time she's been in the ball game.
Second one up and good for Sabatin. Gives her 6. Only 3 Cougars have scored, but tabling with her 27 has outscored the Lady Tigers by herself.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul. You couldn't get any farther away from the basket than that one. And, that might be a foul that frustrates a coach every now and again. But I'm sure in the locker room he said, hey, we're going to have to go,
we're going to have to
go all in. And so he's probably not too upset with that. Second foul on Isley. Oh, the help tripped her own player. Lakins gives an
James
open lane
pulls
to
up
James.
at the elbow. No good.
Help tried the no-look pass, and it was off the mark, went out of bounds.
I believe that one's going to go on Grace Wilson. Yep.
A little frustration there, I think, coming
out.
Yeah,
you can see that the Lady Tigers are getting frustrated here. They're going for a steal each time, which is what you need to do to, try to claw your way back into this one, but Sabatin tries to take the corner there, but unable to do so. So going to be the 3rd turnover for the Lady Cougars.
Yeah, they got the ball where they needed. Sabatin was just trying a little too hard, I felt like, on that possession there. Trinity in that, they went to a man-to-man, blocked by James. Cockerham up to Tabling. Tabling was just kind of a rushed pass to Sabatin. She was unable to control it.
I'm not real sure that didn't hit off the bottom of the backboard.
It may have. We're just one of those possessions where once you got feeling yourself going too fast, you might reverse dribble, bring it, set it back up. Easy for me to say in hindsight.
I'm sure you were probably thinking the same thing in high school.
Sure, right.
Go as fast as you can.
Yeah. Fast as you can, as hard as you can, hope for the best. They're going to foul on James.
It's going to be her 2nd. 4:24 to go here.
Number 5, Spangler on the line.
Knocks that one down. First made bucket of the second half.
The left-hander.
Second one up and good. Gives her 2 on the night. Tabling quickly down the far side of the court.
Crothersville staying in that zone. And
Tabling drew a double team, went away from it to knock in another 2-point field goal, 29.
Crothersville run into themselves and going to be a foul on Helt on the other end. Smotten back to the line.
Yeah. Had 2 Crothersville Tigers run into each other on the defensive end, which put them behind the ball on the offensive end, and then they pick up a foul. Doesn't help.
Now it's kind of salt on the wound at this point.
Sabatin knocks that one down. Going to be a full timeout here. So we're going to step aside, have a commercial break from the IHSAA. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, oh, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. They're so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, this one you can't charge for anyway because it's the state tournament. So.
Oh, well, but I mean all the other games.
Back to action here. Lady Tigers do trail 44-19.
Zoe Spangler still in the game and playing hard. You know, she comes in as a sophomore and she's playing against one of the best big women in the state, and has drew a foul and then is banging in there pretty good. So, with all my babbling, I missed the foul.
Emma Goker, I believe, picked that one up. Is that Isley on the line?
Isley, and she made the first one.
There we go.
See, well, it makes a good team. You got the foul, I got the free throw.
There we go.
We're all even.
We can always pull up replay, I guess. Also, if we miss something.
Speaking of that, I wondered if Mr. Sullivan got that replay to the referee. Did you hear? Yeah, there was a conversation on the sideline of last night's game, and the referee disagreed with Coach Sullivan. And Coach Sullivan said, well, I'll just send you the replay. And he said, okay, email me. So that all happened kind of in the whole flow of the game, and I thought it was quite the conversation. Tabling with a miss. Goker with the putback, though. Trinity Lutheran turns it into 2 points anyway.
Yeah. Tabling hasn't missed many tonight. Then pulls down the rebound.
Lakins, again, they're not terrible shots.
They're not bad shots. They're just not
just
falling.
Not going in. And a testament to the defense. I mean, there are hands there, but these aren't shots that I don't think Crothersville can't make. They're just not making them tonight.
There's a three by Goker.
And, yeah, Crothersville's thinking, oh, that's all we need is someone other girl to get hot. And, again, miscommunication between Grace Wilson and Michaela Helt.
Makes 6 turnovers in this half.
Tabling taking it out into Cockerham. With 2:28 here.
Nice feed.
Yeah.
Tabling with another 2-point bucket. Sydney James with the assist there. Nice bounce pass on a back cut.
2-3 zone for Trinity. And they walled Wilson up. Way to battle there by Lakins, and just, again, number 12, Lewis, with the miss.
James for 3.
Caught it in stride, just too long. Helt with the rebound. Crothersville looking for some room.
Going to be bailed out here on a foul. Got up in the air. Discussion amongst the officials. So Goker's going to pick up her second, fourth on the team. So we see Janes come out.
Crothersville is going to call a 30-second timeout, looks like.
Well, we're going to step aside, get a commercial break in from the IHSA, and we'll be back in just a moment.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Back to action here at West Washington, where the Lady Cougars of Trinity have pulled away here even more in the second half.
Yeah, they get it to 30 here, and again, just there are a lot of elbows, a lot of hands, a lot of smacking. They call it a jump ball. I'll give it back to Crothersville. Debatable, but that's the way it goes. Sabatin again, strong with the ball. As soon as they call them, there's no emotion there. She may have thought she got fouled, but you couldn't tell it on her face. Tabling with the pressure, and it does create a turnover. Cockerham going to try to get it over to Tabling. I think they're going to get a push on Crothersville.
It's going to be the 7th turnover just in this quarter. The shooting woes continue for the Lady Tigers. They have yet to make a shot from the floor in this half other than the 3 free throws that they've made.
And I've somewhere missed a foul. I've only got them on 6, but that's okay.
Going to get another foul underneath. I'm not sure who they're going to tag this one. That's going to be number 5, Zoe Spangler, her first. So Sabatin goes to the line. Knocks that one down. Gives her 9. Makes it 52-21.
Six for 7 from the line, and she got the broadcaster's jinx on that one.
There you go.
6 for 8.
Lady
Wilson
Tigers
pushing hard. Good athletic move, but just unable to finish. Isley comes into the ball game. Just going to look over your shoulder, look for fouls.
comes out all the way over the top. Looks like Trinity's going to sit in a little bit of a 2-3 zone here.
That's Lewis on the 3, just a little long. Tabling tries to control it, goes out of bounds off Wilson. Back over to the Trinity Lutheran Cougars.
The Tigers going to come in with some full court pressure here. Tabling able to take that one away. Nice stutter step down the lane with a floater. This is that, but Sabatin comes out with it and then turns it over. Down the lane, Wilson up, no good.
Yeah, Wilson continues to play really aggressive.
Shipman picks up her second, 5th of the half. 52-20 is the score here. Lady Cougars out ahead. Nice shot there by Grace Wilson. Gives her 9. Second one up and good. Gives her 10.
30 seconds left. Well, Tabling's going to try to make something happen. Up to
Munoz, I believe, is over there. Sabatin goes up.
Sabatin with a strong move. No call. Goes out of bounds. They're going to call it over to Trinity.
So she goes up with that shot. 21.8 left to go here in the third. Those of you tuning in expecting to see the Lady Senators, they do play the second game here, so we will be live with them once this game is over. Tabling for three. Bang.
Man. Her fifth three-pointer of the night, and that's a heck of a way to end the third quarter.
It's a very nice throw all the way down the court. We're going to step aside, have a quick commercial break from the IHSA, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Ah, let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, oh, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I've got 7 fouls and I got 8.
Back to live action here. Between the two of us, I think we've got everything covered.
I do too. Fouls and points were good. You know, Trinity starting the fourth quarter here up 32. The 6 points that Crothersville was able to score there in the third quarter all came on free throws. And the Cougars put up 24 points in that third quarter alone. And there was trying to box in one. Tabling.
And it worked a little bit, but she still was able to get off and score. Janes puts that one up. Sabatin, nice block out, but
great on the board. She just really works hard. Can't fault, I don't think, Crothersville at all.
No. Like Matthew said, Crothersville was unable to hit a shot from the floor in that quarter. Sabatin goes back to the line. That one up and good. Gives her an even 10.
Yeah, Sabatin was 6 for 8 there in the third quarter on free throws.
That one up and good also.
Nine for 12 on the night is what I got her on free throws. So like we said, she can shoot. She can shoot them well when she gets
in
up.
rhythm.
Yep.
Crothersville swinging it around the perimeter.
Yeah, they're playing a little bit of that match. That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Isley cut to the open spot and got a good shot. Again, hard to shoot over the 6-footers, 6'1". Now Helt attacks the corner.
Going to be kicked back out to Wilson, who pulls up for a deep three. Bang. First made bucket of the second half for the Lady Tigers.
That's Emma Shipman. And then another foul on Crothersville. That hits it. That's going to be her 5th.
That's her 5th, so she's going to be done. Fouls out with just 2 points here.
Let's see if No, she is a junior. I'm not saying she was happy to foul out, but she had a smile on her face. If that was her senior year, I think it would have been a different ballgame.
Story.
Did that one go or not?
No. Oh, that was only the first one. Sorry.
So that's what I get for trying to be prompt, is I get ahead of myself. But she did miss the first one.
She did miss the first one. Second one missed it also.
And here comes Wilson. Nice drive.
Nice
Good
drive
kick.
and layoff.
Cockerham tabling, and how they forgot her, I don't know.
Tabling
But
misses from point blank range.
Yeah. One of the few misses there for tabling. I've not run a total on her, but I know she has a lot of points.
Yeah, 34.
My goodness. Lakins to Isley. Isley under pressure from tabling. Emma Shipman cannot handle it. It's going to go over to Crothersville. They got a out-of-bounds play underneath.
(57-26) here.
Lakins for three, in and out.
Janes with the rebound.
And now they're going to let
Tabling goes down the middle, puts that one up.
I mean, she just doesn't have a slow down gear, so it's just they're not running up the score. They're just shooting layups.
Trinity fans not very happy with that call, but when you're up, 33, you're going to get some.
Yeah, you're
going to
get a call or two.
Going to be Shepman's third foul.
Deep pass into Isley to Wilson on the elbow and just short. Goes over to Trinity Lutheran. 5:12 left in the game. Like I said, 33-point difference here, and that's got to be on James. Yep, she pushed.
It's going to be the third on James.
I hear their fans call the hold, and I do agree that she was being held, but she did finish it off with the push.
Yeah.
It's typically the second one that gets it. Because that's a player control foul, it is not a bonus, although there is 7 team fouls now for Trinity Lutheran. Lakin's looking for some room. She would better not be in the corner as much. And James just takes it right out of the air.
That one right out of the air. 8th turnover. But then Lakins chases it back down on the other side, trying to get to it, but unable to get it inbounds. Another hustle play there for her.
Neither team letting up. As you say, Trinity Lutheran's going to try to stay in a rhythm so that they're not into. There's not a big shock come tomorrow night.
James misses that one, but Shipman there for the rebound.
Yeah, and really just Trinity Lutheran able to kind of overpower Crothersville on the glass.
Cook with the foul. Shepman knocks down the first one. Her first points of the night.
Munoz into the ball game. Shipman 1 for 4 so far.
Makes them 9 of 14 in the second half from the free throw line for 64%. Crothersville trying to swing it around the perimeter and then goes into the post, unable to knock down another bucket in the lane.
Becca Cook with again just a short miss, an 8-foot shot. You would expect for more of those to go in, but sometimes you have nights like tonight. That's one of those rhythm type shots.
Yeah.
I think her coach, although you wouldn't maybe from the score, hey, we just keep moving around. I think as a coach, you're okay.
Yeah.
Gecker should go ahead and
try to put that one up.
Exactly, because it was in the flow of the game. And
was in rhythm. Tabling down low. goes up, going to get fouled. .33 going to pick up that foul.
Going to be the fourth on Sydney James. I'm
No,
sorry.
nope.
Wrong team.
I'm not sure who they're giving that to. Is that Rebecca Cook picking that one up? I think that's who they gave it to. Yep.
33-0.
3-0. So
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Because he give 3-3. So did Tabling miss that?
Tabling missed the first one. One of a few misses she's had tonight. 36 total for her so far.
0 for 2 there. And really just 3 for 6 from the line.
Tries to wrap that one around the Lady Cougars was Likens.
Helt looking for somebody. Gets it into Isley.
Isley for 3. Knocks that one down.
The second field goal of the second half for the Tigers.
Now she is a senior, the 5'8", Mackenzie Isley.
Well, good for her. I'm glad she was able to put that one in. And kicked around. I think it actually went off. Well, I won't say what I thought since it's going to be different than what the guy in stripes said. But I actually thought Tabling kicked it out of bounds finally. Number 24 into the ball game. Forgot to check in, but we're going to fix that. That is Kayla Goker.
The 5'5" sophomore. Bailey Tabling going to come out with her 36. I would bet she's done for the evening. 3:32 left to go here.
So potentially we got sisters on the the Gecker was the Emma Goker was subbed for. Also in the ball game is number 20.
Which is Hannah Durham, the 5'5" sophomore. So Coach Lane going with some of his bench players. Decides to leave Janes out on the floor for the time being. Steps up, knocks that one down. Kayla Goker. Second one. That one no good.
Tracked down there by the Tigers, and here comes Lakins. Across the timeline, 3:20 left in the ball game.
Another Cougar at the bench, ready to check in. Probably going to spell Janes. In comes number 3. Oh, I don't have her on my list.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's Catherine Whitmore.
Sounds good to me.
She can be number 3 and 10, and so we're going to call her number 3 tonight, Catherine Whitmore. Janes takes a break.
We've got a 2-point miss from the Lady Tigers, and then we're going to get a foul.
Isley a little shaken up.
So going to get a foul on Kerner. Number 40, first time in the game. She checked in at the last whistle. I missed her too. Matthew looking down. He's like, I don't see her. Oh no, wrong team.
Wrong team, man. I think he's messed up the call again. Isley misses.
Is that Munoz?
We'll give it to 40 Munoz on the foul. And it was Isley on the free throw miss. And now going to the line. Foul on number 10. Lakins. Going to the line is number 3, Catherine Whitmore.
Well, I messed up that whole transition there. So.
And at this point, nearly 40 points in, I think we're okay. The fans really pulling for Whitmore to make one. She misses the first.
Whitmore spins it. Has kind of a unique free throw routine there. Misses both of them.
Lewis brings it up. over to Helt. Helt down low, takes some contact.
Nice
play.
bucket there by number 30, Rebecca Cook. Another 5'10 senior.
Taking some contact. There's Durham. Munoz now is going to kind of run the show. Over to Goker. Goker in the corner. Now that's Whitmore.
It's going to be a turnover. Number 6.
Isley to Helt to Lakins. Two minutes left in the ball game. 30-point game. Lakins going to try along with no good. Lewis with the offensive rebound. 2-3 zone there for Trinity Lutheran.
Almost a poke away there.
Isley going to try it again, and she gets it.
She knocks it in.
Second three-pointer on the night for Isley.
Gives her 7. Lakin takes a bounce pass to the face after she hustles down and dives. So 1:30 left to go here.
Crothersville with a thank you seniors chant. Wilson on the miss, goes out of bounds, going to stay here with Crothersville.
Comes out over the top of that zone. Up, that one's short.
Lewis short, saved by Lakin. And a foul. I think it's going to go on number 12, Lewis.
I believe you're correct. Yep. So Lewis picks up the foul. And Whitmore going to go back to the line.
The Trinity Lutheran crowd really trying to pull one of these in for.
Well, tonight the free throw line has been the nemesis of the Lady Cougars. 10 of 21 in the second half is what I've got them for.
Helt, the senior, goes out for the final time. Also number 12, Lewis, subbed out for the final time.
It's another miss, but able to corral the rebound is number 24, Kayla Goker.
That's Emma. That's not Emma, that's her sister. Caitlin Shetman, unable to handle it inside. Lakins brings it across the timeline. Corner to Wilson. Wilson sprains an ankle, and I hate to see that too.
Yeah.
Stepped on the girl's foot as she come down. And there's going to be a foul here in the backcourt. And Lakins is just really trying to do everything she can. It's going to be her fourth foul is what I have. But it's going to give an opportunity for number 20, Hannah Durham, to get on the board.
Yep, the 5'5" sophomore. 31.6 left to go here. That one up and no good.
Yeah, I think when you add it all up, the percentage is not going to be all that great. Although the starting 5 shot them okay.
Yeah.
But it will go down in the stat book as not a very well shot game from the free throw line.
Back to the line, gets that one. So she's now in the book Hannah Durham with her first point.
Final 20 seconds here in this ball game. Goes up to, that's number 44. Tisa Stevens. Stevens saves it, and that ball still getting batted around.
Ping pong all around.
And that should do it. Final score, 62-36.
We're going to step aside, have a commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment with our stats.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Indiana did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
In 2015, we launched the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. This is phase 2 of the Happily Ever After project.
But yeah, I
with
think
the assistance of several
I think we've got a lot of problems with
donors
just
and
happening
sponsors, along with 5 years of fundraising
with the
by
board
the
member
Washington County Youth
asking to
Foundation.
figure it out.
We finally
I don't.
had
I don't.
enough resources
I mean, I
to
think it's
launch the
okay to.
service. The Dolly Parton
interact
Imagination
with
Library is a free service that mails age-appropriate books to all required
not really a
Washington
policy
County children under the age of
type
5.
thing.
And one, if
Although
you're going
the
to charge for this,
faces
then you got to charge
of
for
the
the radio
leadership
too.
of the Washington County Community
I say, how's it
Foundation
not
have changed over
So-
time, as is always the case with any healthy, thriving organization.
Maybe
The
you can
core
find a
values
corporate
and
sponsor
mission
that just
remain the same.
Yeah, that
We
just
continue
well, and
to
that's the
work
thing. It doesn't
diligently
cost
to assist
the
our
school
donors
anything for
in
me to do
creating
it.
a legacy
Like all the stuff's mine.
that is meaningful
So-
to them. All of our
I
success
think they're
is
thinking of
directly
costing them a
related
gate, but
to
I don't
the
know that you
generosity
charge
of the
here is
sons
going
and
to gain you
daughters
any
of
gate.
Washington
But I've got
County.
studies
We
from the
will
largest one in
continue
the
to
state
help our
says it
donors
doesn't
give
cost the gate
back to
anything.
our community
So back in 5.
through our foundation and improve the quality of life in our county.
Back to live action here at West Washington, where the Lady Cougars of Trinity are victorious 62-36. Matthew, you want to run down some quick stats here before we jump off and get set for the West Washington game?
Yes, I will. Final score 62-36 for the Crothersville Tigers. Addie Cole with 2 points. She was fouled out there in the fourth quarter. Grace Wilson finished the game with 3 threes, 13 points on the night. Helt with 2 points on the night. Mackenzie Isley with 8. Becca Cook with 2. Kenna Lakins 2. Isabel Lewis with 3. And then Stevens, number 44, with 2. All that adds up to 36 points. Now, the big story for the night for Trinity Lutheran is Bailey Tabling. If you have a total, I won't try to total them up.
I believe it was 36.
36 of the 62 points for Trinity goes to the freshman Bailey Tabling. Also, Sabatin gets 2 from the field and 9 from the line for 11. I've got Emma Goker with 5. Sydney James, 2, 4, 6, 7. Emma Shipman with 1. Kayla Goker, a sister I imagine, with 1. Hannah Durham with 1. You add all those up and you get 62 points. So it was Bailey Tabling 36 and Crothersville 36 for tonight. Really just a dominant performance by Trinity Lutheran. Those that follow 1A basketball, we all know how good they are and can be. With a good game tonight, West Washington will be able to see what happens against that team tomorrow night.
Like
it
I
should
said,
be an exciting game.
like I said, we're going to end this stream and then come back with the West Washington game, which will be live here in probably 10 minutes or so. So those of you watching that want to catch the second game of action, it will be live at approximately 7:30-ish. We're going to get set up for the next round, give ourselves a few minutes to kind of catch our breath, get some drinks, get some water or some Coke or Pepsi or whatever going, and then we'll be back. But it should be in about 10 minutes or so. So thank you very much for watching, and we will be back in just a minute.